Hey guys, JHub here bringing you another episode of MOAB on every map, and today's map is Oasis. Now this map just dropped today for the Elite Premium users, and I would like to say that this is not one of my better MOABs. Leading up to this game, I literally had two MOAB fails back to back. I had gotten into the 20s, gotten into their spawn, and I guess it didn't like it because it surrounded me with the enemy, and I failed twice. So in this game, you're going to see I'm very defensive. Right off the bat, you're going to see the spawn system's already messing with me because it's spawning them right behind me, right in front of me. But luckily, the guys did not know this. Now, I was put into a domination game that they had basically already lost because throughout this entire game, there was nothing but stealth bombers and EMPs going off like you're seeing right now. Every time you see me stop or hide in a corner in a building, that's basically because there's a stealth bomber coming in. My own team was using them, and it was shaking my screen very bad, so I tried to stay away from them so I wouldn't die, and I just tried to keep in cover. That way I could possibly get this MOAB. So the setup I'm using is a PP90 with rapid fire and extended mags. My secondary is an MP9 silence. 3 starting perks are extreme conditioning, assassin, and steady aim. Then I move into specialist with sleight of hand, stalker, and scavenger, all pro. And I would like to say this is a very good setup possibly for this map if you stick to the right areas. There's a lot of close quarter combat going on. There's a couple line of sights that you could use an assault rifle on, maybe even a sniper. I've noticed on the right hand side of the map opposite of where I'm at currently. There is a tower that you can get into and control different lines of sights, which could be useful to you if you're more of an assault rifle type of person, but I stuck with the submachine gun because I was indoors most of the time dealing with the spawn system. And with this map, I would say they did a very good job building it. They made it look great. If anything, it kind of reminds me of the look of some of the maps from COD 4, the type of style they had. But again, it seems like the map is ruined because of the spawns. I mean, every time it looked like I was getting close to either our domination point or even getting close to the enemy's domination point, they would immediately surround me with the enemy. It wasn't just like, oh hey, I just happened to get into their spawn. It's like the spawn shifts towards you. So I would really advise being aware of where you're at on this map at all times. Also, another tip that I could give you for this map is try to take advantage of dead silence and sitrep pro, because so far from all the games I have played on this map, I have found that many players are not using dead silence. They're not using sitrep. They're more running with stalker or steady aim and trying to take advantage of those perks. But in turn, because I have a headset and I'm using these two perks, it's giving away where they're at. I know exactly where they are, and you're going to see towards the end of the video when I start snapping to different locations to take out the enemies, because near the end is where I get a majority of the kills. You're going to be able to tell that I am taking advantage of sitrep and dead silence, and it just makes a world of a difference. So I would really suggest using these things, especially if you have a headset. And so far from all the different games I've played, I consider the high traffic areas on this map between A and B. It's not going to be as far back as where A domination is actually at. They're going to come forward into this kind of courtyard type area, and that's where most of the action is going to be. That's where I've run into so many people and died a lot because I wasn't expecting where they were coming from, because it's like a circular type courtyard area, and they will come from anywhere around that. And there's also one position where you can actually camp up top with an assault rifle over the courtyard, which gives you a very good line of sight from multiple directions if they're coming into the courtyard or if they're coming for you. The only thing you have to be aware of is there is a staircase behind you that they can come up and will take you out. So watch out for that. Either use a bouncing Betty or a claymore, or just don't camp there. Try to get out towards where B is. B flag is kind of placed in an awkward position. I thought it'd be like directly in the center of the map, but it's kind of like there's a fountain in the center of the map, and they took B flag and put it next to it right by the doorway. So if the enemy has B flag, watch out, because a good bit of them are going to be hiding that doorway. So if anything, flank around, come up the stairs that leads to the doorway, and you should be able to take them out very easily. But if your whole goal on this map is to get a MOAB, I would highly suggest to stick to the areas of the map that I have been practically the whole game, because it'll lead you to some of the key spawn points while allowing you to be able to go back and forth safely at certain times. But right here, you're going to see everything is picking up real fast. The spawn has decided to just dump everybody on me like it had the previous games where I had lost my MOAB in the 20s. But what I tried to do right here was to play smart. I had this fountain in the center. I knew they were spawning all around it. So what I continued to do was keep strafing back and forth around the fountain, especially with Stalker. It helped me out a lot. But the second I got my MOAB, I launched that bad boy. We did lose the game. I know I could have helped my team win it if I would have taken some domination points. But in turn, because I got that MOAB, it was kind of funny because a lot of the other people on the other team rage quit. So I hope y'all guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Other than that, peace out.